Alrighty, it is 11:54 in the morning. I did not manage to reset my sleep schedule, but I managed to sleep in until a little after 10, so I'm hoping that that helps me stay awake longer and that helps me reset it. We'll see. I feel like garbage today, so that's cool. I'm in pain, and I'm cold, and I'm having a hot flash, which is all very cool, and I really, really like it. At the moment, I feel like I'm about one step away from being sick and throwing up, so I'm doing what I can. I have a little, oh no, I have a little icy popsicle stick thingy that I'm going to try and eat here in a few, and if that goes okay, then I'm going to drink my coffee, and if that goes okay, then I'm going to try and eat food, but we'll see. So I'm going to start editing Cut to the Kill with chapter, I don't know what chapter it is, my iPad is covering it up, I think it's 22 or 21, but that's where I'm going to start. I'm going to edit 4 or 5 chapters there, and then see what happens, potentially move on to The Spectator or research notes or something. I might also just screw it and play Sims or something on the PlayStation. I don't know. It depends on how I feel as the day progresses, mostly. But no matter what, I'm going to get something with Cut to the Kill done and go from there. So I will give you guys an update once I have accomplished that. Alrighty, it is 4:35 p.m. and I've been asleep since about 1:30 p.m. I feel less dead, if nothing else. I don't feel quite as sick to my stomach anymore. I mean, when I was still sitting here around noon, I managed to force feed myself 1 saltine cracker in about 45 minutes, and I managed to eat one not too long ago, much faster than that. So if nothing else, I don't feel quite as bleh. I don't feel like I'm going to be sick. But I am going to do bird chores, I think. I'm going to skip dishes, there aren't that many in the sink. And then I need to wash out the water dishes for my cat and the little dog. And then I think I'll go grab my coffee that I didn't get to drink earlier today. And then finally get back to work on Cut to the Kill. I didn't complete any chapters, so I still need to edit like 4 chapters, I think. And I'm still aiming for that. I'm going to aim for work on Cut to the Kill first, get like 100 words in The Spectator, and then potentially sit down and finally figure out what kind of schedule I need to be on for Ashes in the Light in order to have it out sometime in March. That's the plan, but at the moment I am now having a hot flash and I need to deal with that first. But once I accomplish something, I will do my best to keep you guys updated. Alrighty, it is 8:11 a.m. I'm honestly surprised I've made it this long. I took a nap earlier this morning, and my only goal was to make it until 8 after that, and here we are, and I'm very, very tired. So this is about all I'm going to do before I go to sleep. But so far I've been working on The Spectator. I haven't done a lot on it. I didn't start working on it until sometime shortly before 6. I spent most of my time laying on the floor because I was dizzy, so it's gonna be another good day. But I managed to write 350 words out of the 435 that I need today, though I would love to write more than that if possible. When I wake up, the first thing I'm going to be starting on is edit 6 of Ashes in the Light. I think maybe I've been saying that the next edit is edit 5, but honestly, I have no idea. But I did check, and the next one is edit 6, so hooray. Yesterday I sat down and went through a rough timeline of when I would need the edits done. Due to all the changes that I'm making in edit 8 of Cut to the Kill, I did leave room for a 9th edit for Ashes in the Light, just in case I make a lot of changes during edit 8 like I've done during Cut to the Kill here. So for a release date on March 26th, there's nothing relevant about that. It's just that it's the last Tuesday in March, and I would like it released on a Tuesday in March. And it being the last Tuesday in March gives me a little bit more leeway on time in case something goes wrong. But because of that, I would like to have the final draft done and uploaded to KDP on March 24th so I can go through and check and make sure everything's okay, which would be a Sunday, I believe. So the 6th edit, which is the one I'll be starting today when I wake up, is a Grammarly edit. They are my shortest edits. I don't necessarily read the book again during that edit. I put the chapters through Grammarly, I scroll through and find the things that Grammarly believes needs to be corrected, and those are the mistakes that I focus on, and I reread the sentences and the paragraphs that those mistakes are in. If they need to be changed, I make them to the original document. If there's something that something that does not need to be changed, I reject the change on Grammarly and then do not change anything in the original document. Outside of that, the only thing that's going to take slightly longer in this edit is the fact that there are still scenes that definitely need to be added toward the end. In part 7 of the book, there are still chapters where, even though Aurora is the main character, she's barely in the chapters after Ashley arrives at the house. So I need to fix that still. I meant to do it last edit, but I was trying to push through and just finish the edit, and by the time I got there I forgot because I had removed all of my comments and my notes on the Google Docs, so that was no longer there. But I am going to make note of it before I go to sleep so that way I don't forget. But I need to work on adding scenes toward the end, and I'm hoping to do that during this edit. But I'm starting that today, and it needs to be done by roughly the 25th to give myself enough time to do the other 3 edits in case there's a 9th edit. And that's with a break in between each edit of about a week. So edit number 7 needs to be started by January 26th and finished by February 2nd with another break. I did mess up somewhere along the line here. I'm looking at it now and there's a mistake somewhere in here. Yeah, because it says that edit 8 needs to be started by March 2nd. And if the last edit is done by February 2nd, that's a pretty big gap. Let me bring up my calendar really fast. I'm going to do some reconfiguration here real fast, even though I'm tired. And then come back in just a second with whatever changes I have to make. I was tired as hell already yesterday when I went through this, so back in a sec. Alright, basically it was meant to say February 22nd, and I just skipped out on the 2nd too, and then that affected the last several things that I wrote down. But I'm still going to start edit 6 today. It just doesn't need to be finished until February 7th. Edit 7 needs to be started by February 15th, finished by February 2nd, and then edit 8 started by March 2nd, done by March 9th. Edit 9, in case it needs to happen, started by March 17th, finished by March 24th. So that makes things a little more chill. And it means I have to edit a lot less today, and it gives me more time to add scenes, and it gives me more time to fit Cut to the Kill in there, and it gives me more time to finish The Spectator this month without the interruption of only focusing on Ashes in the Light, all of which are positives. So that's about all I have at the moment. Once I wake up, I'm going to, I think, start with Cut to the Kill. I'm going to get my 5-ish chapters edited there, and then I'm going to move on to The Spectator, get a few more words there, and then on to Ashes in the Light. Depending on how I'm feeling, depending on how things are going, I might try to work on MOH, and if that doesn't turn out well, I will circle back around to The Spectator. Again, my goal was originally to hit 40,000 on MOH this month, but that's not going to happen since it's currently the 23rd and MOH is at 15,000 words-ish. So my only real goal is to finish this edit on Cut to the Kill this month and to finish The Spectator this month, with possible adjustments depending on how things go the next couple of days. But I am tired as hell, so I'm gonna go ahead and brush my teeth and lay down for a while, and hope I feel slightly less dizzy and slightly less tired by the time I wake up. But we'll see, and I hope everything goes relatively well once I wake up. But either way, once I accomplish something, I'll do my best to keep you guys updated. I'm setting an alarm for 2:30 and hoping that I wake up to it, and or that I wake up sometime before it. I still don't plan to waste an entire day, so we'll see. But either way, I will do my best to keep you guys updated as the day progresses. Alrighty, it is 5:06 p.m. and I've been awake since about 1:30-ish, but it took forever for me to get actually in the mindset to just sit down and edit, but I finally made it through 5 chapters today, and altogether that's 7,703 words. I need to do bird chores, and then when I come back I need to rework the timeline for Ashes in the Light again. I forgot to account for the ordering of the proof copies and the shipping of the proof copies to my house. So I need to do that. I'll update that when after I do bird chores, and then I'll show you that, and then I will get back into The Spectator, and then once everything is settled with Ashes in the Light, I'll be able to finally start edit 6 for that. But either way, I will give you guys an update. Alrighty, so this is what I have now. I have about a week and a half between here and when the final draft needs to be done, in hopes of accounting for the time it takes for KDP to process the order, the time it takes me to order it, the time it takes to ship, and the time that it takes to ship in case there's snow or issues where they transfer it to the wrong post office, like they normally do, or any other issues. It's cutting it a little close, but, you know, I think I can manage. But we'll see. If something goes wrong, I will move it. But for now, this is the setup that we have. So I'm going to work on The Spectator for a little bit, and then I'm going to move on to the Grammarly edit of Ashes in the Light, and I will update you guys when I have an update to give.